Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to King of Dragon Pass. Let's go ahead and advance into next year. Assign our magic. Godtalkers predict a more or less normal harvest. The Godtalkers rode on a wild raid with Orlanth during Sacred Time. They learned that if we sent no more than a dozen warriors, our first cattle raid this year would be extraordinarily successful. Sounds good to me. Herds, diplomacy, destiny, crops, heroism, quests, trade, and war. Okay. Oh. Your traders go to visit the clan attacked by Jaldan Golden Tooth and find devastation there. The Hendart clan has seen 1 in 5 of its warriors slain and many others wounded. Its fortifications have been severely damaged. The raiders drove off many of the herds of animals and looted the steads. Demand tribute from them. Give them food. Give them trade goods. Lend them services of your weapon thanes. Send carls to help rebuild their fortifications. Do nothing. The other clans will like us if we help the Hendart. That is, so long as our efforts fatten the Hendarti for their raids. Give them food, give them trade goods. They're doomed anyway. Do nothing. Wow, Saranil. Jeez. If we ask for too much tribute, they will decide to go down fighting. Demand tribute from them. We can't afford to give generously. What? What, Barenthos? What are you talking about? If we ask for too much tribute, they will decide to go down fighting. Ask for 74 cows. That's not too much? Also, Oranda got old. If we send carls, our fields will fill with weeds, but that is nothing compared to the losses the Hendarti have suffered. Allow me to entertain them with my japes and fragrant mud pies. We'll go ahead and give them food. How much food do you give them? I got plenty. Let's give them 500 food. They were grateful for the help. I feel good. I feel good about helping them. Let's take a little look at the map. Where are the Hendart are right there. Okay. Alrighty. Let's send out an emissary. I'll wait until fire season to do a cattle raid. Let's go with Van Harl. Oh, hey, we've got a couple new people. We've got Farad, age 21, Orlanth. He's okay, very good at combat is always good. Barnwolf worships Elmo, very good at combat. Let's see if we got anyone else new. Olende, was not expecting you to look that way when you got older. Alright. I'll go with you. I'm gonna afford to go with, be a little bit more generous with horses. There we go. And keep going with the Grey Dogs, I guess. I want to try to get almost no one to be red, kind of thing. And really, ideally, this kind of bluish purple, this brighter purple, would be a bit nicer, actually. Our farmers are working hard, but there are too few of them to care for the crops and the herds. If any refugees or travelers... blah, blah, blah. Okay. We have too many hunters for the wildlands. Alright, well, let's go ahead and try and get a few more. Land only. Vagabonds and wanderers, a distant kin in Yortland. Our tribe, any clan, nearby clans. Sure, why not? I'll go with land and sheep. The Grey Dogs extravagantly praised our gifts. That's good. Oral Kensor, a Carl of your clan, urges you to seek a bride for him. I know people say they find me hard to look at, but I have a good heart. I am kind. I uphold all the Orlanthe virtues. Surely I deserve a good wife. Seek a bride for him. Seek a bride offering her clan a gift in addition to the bride price. Our best chance of finding a bride is among the brown boars. Look at all of these women just turning away from him. It is unusual to offer gifts separate from the bride price, but it might be our only hope in this instance. Ooh. Tell him to ask later when you are not so busy. Trickster magic often backfires on those who use it. We have more important things to worry about. It will be very hard to convince another clan to give us a bride for him. Use trickster magic to make him seem handsome. The omens are good. Our magic will succeed. Yermal can help him. Yes. Yes, I'm sure he could. I'm not sure that that's the best plan. Seek a bride offering her clan a gift in addition to the bride price. How about the Grey Dog? I mean, we're trying to get them to be a bit friendlier. They are known as the Greasy Spoon clan, though. The best chance of finding a bride is among the brown boars. Well, okay, fine. I'll go with the brown boars. What gifts do we give? How many goods do I have? 281. How about 30? We arranged a marriage to a woman named Arkilla. She had been divorced several times and was not the most comely bride. Oral Kensor was pleased to marry her nevertheless. Well, that's good. Let's go ahead and fix our patrols. Alright, it is fire season. Let's do a cattle raid on the turtles. We should build a watchtower. Oh, right. I need to do that. We will do so, though. 6 footmen, 6 weapon thanes. Cattle raid. We managed to ride right into their Tula and speared away 16 cows without being spotted. I'm not entirely sure that 6 cows really counts as wildly successful game. A figure from your clan's past returns triumphantly. Derik, who left your clan so long ago when his family was slain by sable nomads from Prax, has now gathered a band of nomad warriors. He is now called Derik Furman after all the hides of his slain enemies he and his followers have taken as trophies. He wants to fight Jaldan Goldentooth, the deadly hero of the Praxians, and he seeks your help in doing so. It will be a legendary battle, he says, one that I will win. When I do, if you have helped me, your clan magic will be strengthened. Jaldan is a legendary enemy. I think Derik has legend in him too, and could beat Jaldan. But when heroes clash, ordinary folk die. Says this is not our fight. We are not legally obligated to help him. This is not our fight. Sacrifice so that the gods may aid him. Derik will need the aid of our war gods to battle a foe so great as Jaldan Goldentooth. We must sacrifice to the gods. If we give him wealth, he can hire mercenaries to help him fight. Jaldan is immortal, but that doesn't mean he can't be killed. He's been killed several times. The problem is that he never stays killed. He has no use for anything but warriors. Let's sacrifice so that the gods may aid him. I like that option. Who do you sacrifice to? The ancestors Barntar, Chalana Arroy, Elmal, Ernalda, Yermal, Humacht, Isaris, Lankermai, Marangor, Odalia, Orlanth, Tarard Riel, Eralda, Urox, or Vinga. Let's go for Humacht, the god of war and death, and of all endings. He is the patron of the severest of warriors, each of whom has a list of stringent vows to uphold. So I like Humacht because, the god of war and death, he's going into war, and his goal is to kill this unkillable guy. If anyone can do it, it is Humacht. So let's go with that option. 50 goods, and we'll even go with 10 cattle. The God Talker said that the signs were good. The war gods would aid Derik. We did use up a little magic, but that's okay. We were able to attract 51 new cotters to the clan. They brought with them 68 children. We're being raided by the Conthasos. They have 19 horsemen, 181 swordsmen. The wolves warned us, and all 27 weapon thanes met them, as well as 302 of the feared. Drive them off and skirmish. We exchanged missile fire with them, but never closed. With their careful attention, our auxiliaries kept one warrior from dying and bandaged one of the wounded. I mean, we're slaughtering many of them, but I'm still losing footmen left and right in these recent raids. I'm missing the days of not losing anyone. Let's do another cattle raid on the turtles. They'll never suspect it! We managed to keep undercover until the last moment and bring home 24 cows without ever being noticed. We're being raided by the turtles. They have 10 horsemen and 197 swordsmen. Luckily, our patrol spotted them, and all 27 weapon thanes met them, as well as 299 of the feared. And I keep forgetting to rebuild my tower. Drive them off, skirmish. The turtles had to charge through a withering hail of missile fire. Several of the turtles broke through our lines and streamed towards our steads, intent on plunder. Angori stands on our side of the ditch, blocking the way of 5 enemy warriors. As the turtles struggle through the mud at the bottom of the ditch, they scream at Angori to run away or be killed. What should Angori do? Back off, call for women inside to help throw missiles down upon the turtles, jump down and slay them on the spot. Throw missiles down to pick off the turtles as they come up. Let's go with that. The turtle warriors tried to spread out and get at least one warrior to the top of the ditch, but Angori stopped them by hitting one man with a javelin, then catching another with a sword blow as she reached the crest. The others ran. Way to go, Angori. Alright, one weapon thane killed, one footman killed, but we did pretty hefty damage on all of them. The fighting was fierce. Their magic was stronger than ours, but we quickly rallied. We drove the turtles off, and their survivors left without plundering our Tula. We captured 5 horses. Alright, we got another petition before the king. 2 clans of your tribe bring a dispute before the king for adjudication, in hopes of avoiding an expensive case before the full tribal moot. Aransanda of the Hendart clan accuses Dorisar of the Brown Boar of unfair trade practices. She says that while Dorisar was negotiating the purchase of a large number of horses from the Hendarti, he left a magical listening wind in the Hendart clan hall. It allowed him to hear the Hendart traders confer with one another and name their minimum price. Aransanda wants Dorisar to return 1 in 5 of the horses as a penalty for unfair dealing. Rule in favor of Aransanda. The Hendarti are more discontented with the tribe than the Brown Boars. We must recapture their favor by siding with them. Even if Dorisar did send a listening wind against Aransanda, he may not be guilty of any offense under the law. Our magic is strong. It will guide the spirits of our ancestors to find the truth of this matter. The word thief gave advantage to the wind sword. Are you feeling okay, Baranthos? If we rule in Aransanda's favor, she will give us a share of the fine. A listening wind is a type of spirit sent by Orlanth to help his great heroes to hear the plans of their foes. You have nothing to add. Alright, let's conduct a divination. The spirits of our ancestors said that Dorisar had in fact used a listening wind against Aransanda. Alright, well, we will rule in favor of Aransanda. Aransanda praised us for seeing with an unclouded eye, and gifted us with half of the horses we had ordered Dorisar to return over to her. Dorisar's face lost its usual smile, but he said nothing about our verdict. It is Earth season. Let's go ahead and build our watchtower. Or rebuild our watchtower, I should say. We need some more weapon thanes, and we can only get one more. The Harani have a new chief, Rostikos. He is known for his sly tongue and his fear of snakes. Their former chief, Endal, stepped aside after a series of humiliating defeats on the field of battle. Oh, speaking of snakes! I don't think there's a connection, but still. Suddenly there are snakes everywhere! On our planes, no! They are in the grain bins, under the beds, in the rafters. They crawl into any open space. They scare the cattle. This is worse than a nuisance. It's a plague. You suggest that we sacrifice a cow to Orlanth. Orlanth is famed for slaying dragons. Snakes are like dragons. Honor Orlanth, and he will slay these snakes. Whatever you do, don't listen to the trickster. The stories say that Ernalda protects us from snakes. Ernalda maintains dominion over snakes and other creatures that crawl upon the earth. We must petition her for relief from this plague. Let the snakes go away on their own. Orlanth once slew a snake which seemed to threaten Ernalda. She was vexed, for the serpent was a gift from her sisters. If we caught and skinned these snakes, we could fashion their skins into decorative items, which we could trade away for other useful items. I don't like having to deal with having to heal snake bites. The most poisonous bites can't be healed at all. The snake is a tricky creature, for you can't tell its head from its tail. To beat a trickster, you must find a bigger trickster. Sacrifice a cow to Yurmal. Let's go ahead and sacrifice a cow to Ernalda. The snakes went away. Not too shabby. Got 2 sick farmers, that's it. Alright, we're saying that we have enough. Alright. We don't technically have enough farmers, but that's okay. Near death, the hero Derik Furman is born into your clan hall. He slew Jaldan Goldentooth, the great Praxian incarnation of death, and buried him beneath a cairn of skulls. But the blows Jaldan dealt to him took their toll soon after he did so, and Derik has not regained consciousness since. The magic you lent them was instrumental in defeating Jaldan's nomad shamans. Let's see. Tend to Derik, allow his followers to stay here until he recovers. If we raid someone while Derik recovers, his 30 worthy companions will help us fight. In the battle between Humacht and Wakboth, the devil bit the sword god in half and cast the pieces aside. This wound would have killed anyone lesser than Humacht, and even he was not able to fight anymore that day. Try to magically heal Derik. Our magic is strong, we should try to heal him ourselves. The Carls are afraid that Derik's companions will misbehave, but I think it is just harmless grumbling. Throughout Dragon Pass, Chalana Arroy priestesses will be busy tending to those wounded by Jaldan's raids. Still, we can convince one to come and heal the one who slew Death's champion. Magical healing is the only way. Derik was wounded by a manifestation of death. He will not recover. Let's try to magically heal Derik. His condition showed no improvement. He remained unconscious for close to a season. It was quite a bit of magic that we lost there, but, I mean, if it says that he remained unconscious for close to a season, does that mean that he recovered? I assume so. Any other temples that I can build? Yeah, I can build this one. Nobles from the Turtle Clan come in their formal finery to tell you that they intend to kill as many of you as they can. Because we have told you this, it is not secret murder, which is a crime. We will kill you legally, which you deserve, because Yorsar killed all 4 sons of our chief for no reason. We have thought well of you in the past, but this transgression is too terrible to go unanswered. Yorsar? Compose a poem praising the memory of the slain. Offer them Weregild. These people were once our friends. Were they, though? It is a hard thing to say, but we must outlaw Yorsar so that the turtles can see that we denounce his actions. Then they can kill him without making war on us. As a child, the one who would become Bad King Urgrain was subject to violent rages. People said he would overcome them, but they got worse when he seized the crown. Don't offer Weregild, we can't afford to pay. They are weak, we can withstand their assaults. There must be a way to make peace. I didn't kill them for no reason, I killed them to start a war. We're getting soft and weak. Yorsar! Let's offer them Weregild. Because these killings were so cruel, because you have robbed our chief of all of his sons at once, because you have broken us with sorrow, you must pay Weregild as if each slain boy was a chief. We demand 40 cows for each of the 4 boys. No, I'm refusing that outright. It does not surprise us, they said. We expect you to pay in blood. And then they departed. Alright, so now we're feuding with the turtles. Okay, I mean, you can come at me. We're not going to go with Berserker, though. We're going to go Smite Chaos. Anything else? Alright, I guess it's time to do a hero quest. What hero quest do we want to do? Actually, let's pop back. Alright, so we've got Aralda's Blessing. We do not have an Aralda worshiper, though. Chalana Roy heals scars. That could be good. Arnalda feeds the tribe. Not necessary. Elmol guards the stead. And the making of the Storm tribe. I kind of like the idea of Chalana Arroy heals the scars. Oops, wrong thing. Alright, let's ask for helpers. Chalana Arroy heals the scars. During the Gods' War, Chalana Arroy conducted many great healings. This quest can heal the sick or wounded, mend a rift in the clan or tribe, make peace with a neighbor, make the quester wiser, or mend our wounds faster in the future. I'm going to go ahead and try and make peace with a neighbor, assuming that I can make peace with the turtles. So let's go ahead and try this one. The people have gathered their magic to help propel Oranda into the realm of the gods, with the assistance of 172 worshippers from our tribe. This myth begins during the war between Orlanth and the followers of the evil emperor called Yelm. It tells how Chalana Arroy conducted 4 great healings. What benefit does Oranda seek from this hero quest? Make peace with enemy clans. Oranda was unable to enter the realm of the gods. Well, shoot. Derik, now recovered from his wounds, prepares to leave. I can never thank you properly for all you have done for me. When I was a child, this clan protected me. When my battle with Jaldon made me weaker than a child, you brought me back to health. We go now down to Prax, where we will take the battle to the nomads. But before we leave, I wish to give you a gift. What shall it be? You've given us enough of a gift already by destroying Jaldon. He's already done enough for Dragon Pass by slaying one of its worst enemies. Before Orlanth went to the Lightbringer's quest, he called his kings and heroes and priests together. He gave them sacred gifts, and they gifted him with magical tools. By defeating the Champion of Death, he gained great magic. It will be good if we could get him to share it with us. He is a raider. He has no cows with him. After a while, he may be able to send us some. Think of Silver as an easily portable cow that does not moo. I like that description. It's great. A treasure owned by a mighty warrior would help us greatly. We need Derik's warlike masculine magic to counteract all the simpering female magic we get around here. Seriously tempted to kick you off the ring, Yorsar. Kind of want a treasure. I'm not sure what I get out of this. Let me see what I get. Okay, actually, let's go ahead and ask for a treasure. Derik gave us a hunting horn, one which would help us find what we sought. And we're being raided by the turtles. 9 horsemen, 172 swordsmen. Luckily, our patrol spotted them, and all 28 weapon thanes met them, as well as 296 of the feared. Elmol's amber turns our slings and arrows into flaming missiles used in battle. I think that's a one-use thing. Humak's Raven Banner wins a battle, but the standard bearer dies. Use in battle. Alright, I'm not going to use either of those. Let's use 4 magic, sacrifice to Humakt, kill as many as possible, and charge. The turtles attacked while we were still sacrificing. Farad can see the runes of our war magics humming in the air. He feels as if he is bursting with magical energy, as if he had been touched by a god. How should he fight? He has very good magic, very good combat, I'm sorry. Good leadership, fair magic. If he dies, he dies. We have another Orlanthe. Take insane risks to win the battle. Farad set across the battlefield to find the turtle war leader, an Elmali warrior who never spoke on the battlefield. Farad thought of himself as a mighty warrior, but the enemy Thane defeated him in less time than it takes to report the deed. We howled for revenge. I did lose quite a few, and did get quite a few injured. The fighting was fierce. Our magic deafened and dazed them. We drove the turtles from the battlefield, striking them down as they fled. I did kill quite a few. 51 babies were born. We initiated 28 children as adults. The clan has 130 more people, 10 fewer head of cattle, 16 more horses, and 4 more sheep than we did last sacred time. We produced 2,222 and ate 1,193 bushels of food. 574 were lost due to spoilage. Our crafters produced 173 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 56 cows worth of goods. And we are not currently overcrowded, so that is good. 5,668 sheep is ridiculous. How many pigs do I have? 1,418 pigs. Alright, well, we were not able to enter the Realm of the Gods, so I figure I may as well try it again next year. I would like to do the Chalana Arroy one and try and make peace with enemy clans. See if it works. See you guys next time.